What's good? It's Kelby Canick, publisher of Makin It Magazine, founder of the membership, and I'm live with Protege representing Milwaukee. Make some noise. All right. So, how does it feel being the second best artist in Milwaukee?
Man, you got to take constructive criticism sometimes, like, yeah, I'm okay. There's room for improvement. That's all that means.
So Protege definitely a dope ass artist that we discovered
Thank you.
from the digital music review. I want to say he was he the first artist? I think he was the first artist to ever have two songs that land in the top 3 in one show.
Twice.
Oh yeah, he did it twice, but it wasn't history making the second time. You know, that first million and that second million.
But I did that. No.
So you're the first person to do it twice, though.
Twice.
Yeah.
Right,
so we're gonna give you that. So, but yeah, tell us a little bit about the music scene in Milwaukee outside of the phenomenal Kia Rap Princess.
Man, it's low key underrated. I think
Right.
So much talent that come from here. We just had a Grammy Award winner with Cam One, with Jesus doing with Kanye. You got Business Boy from here. Chicken
Business
is
Boy, another former member.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You gotta get your shit together. Keep going.
I see, you know what? We just gonna ride with you. Right. You're right. I gotta pull myself up. You're right. But yeah, the talent here is amazing, man. Especially with I feel like the way that music is transitioned now, words don't matter as much, which I think and beats matter as much. And Milwaukee got a style of his own because we don't got our own. So we copy everybody, which makes it our own. So
you know what? I think that's really a Midwest thing outside of Chicago, Detroit, and St. Louis. Like those are they have their own styles, but it's like everywhere else is kind of like a melting pot where you can hear the East Coast influence, the down South influence, like a lot of that. And that's one of the things that I notice about Milwaukee. And you're one of those reasons, I had to really start paying, because Kia, I know Kia was talented, right? And so, and I heard a couple other artists from Milwaukee, that's dope. But then you came through, and I'm like, listen, we may need to explore doing something in Milwaukee sometime soon, because it was just not just being talented, but a certain level of quality and care that goes into the preparation of the records. It's easy to find people who have talent, but it's not refined in the presentation of the records. And that was one of the things that I really dug about the music that you were submitting for the review, is that shit was like, this shit is ready to go right now. And I definitely want to, commend you on that, because your shit is good money.
Thank you. And a lot of that, is one thing I pride myself on is letting everybody take care of their own lanes.
Right.
Like one thing I learned about myself is that I'm a true artist. I make music. That's what I love to do. So when I get into the studio, shout out to Timeless Studios. When I get into the studio, I don't tell the engineer what to do. I might have my own input on how something sound, but that's his art lane. That's his Picasso. You know what I mean? So I let him do what it is that he does, and it turns out, like you said, putting effort, putting time, it turns out with great quality because he care about his shit too. So that's what matters.
That I think you really bring up an important point, and the ability to allow people to be great at what they do. And it's just bringing in people that you trust, whether it's the engineer or a manager or a publicist or a producer. Find people that you trust that this is what they really trying to do, and trust them to be great at it, because and I think that because you saying that speaks volumes to the quality of the product in that process of being able to trust. Were you always like that?
Nah, honestly, I didn't even believe in myself enough. Making music, I didn't even believe what I was saying was good enough, let alone to give somebody else the freedom to do whatever they want with things I didn't feel comfortable with. So I was, very high strung. As you know, I'm a perfectionist. I'm, got to make sure shit is right. So not at all. It took for me to really grow up and learn that I can't control everything. for
Right.
that to become part of it.
Yo, so and that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how long do you feel like how long did it take you to discover that? Like is it because this is a really loaded question? Because it's like because there
Hmm.
was before and then the after. But what was that
Hmm.
in between? Like, what was it that made you realize that? You feel me? And once you
Hmm.
realize that, how long did it take for you to internal fix that and to be able to accept that?
Um, Honestly, it took, forever. It took the changing moment for me was me having to depend on nobody but myself.
Right.
Like me hitting rock bottom for what was rock bottom for me. And at that point, I stopped caring, and I put it all into the music, and it stuck with me because it was all me. Like at the end
Right.
of the day, I can live with whatever I put down because it's 100% genuine.
Right.
And if you don't fuck with that shit, it was around a certain point in time where nobody fucked with me. So
Right.
what's the difference?
And and I think that's the like kind of the thing that holds most independence back is that yearning for acceptance. Like that's the like so much money gets spent on bad promotion because it's not promotion.
Hmm.
It's kind of just clamoring for attention or acceptance. Like a lot of times people would pay for that major feature, not because this is the hottest artist, not because it makes sense from a marketing perspective,
Yeah.
but it
Or it even
just be
sound good.
yeah, it just be like
Yeah.
so I don't get looked at as a local artist.
Yeah.
It's any way to distance themselves and to gain that acceptance. And I feel like that's kind of what you speaking of, like to me, sounds like that. Like once you realize, like this shit don't even fucking matter. Like,
Yeah. None of it.
then it's the freedom that you feel, and it allows you to be the most authentic you.
Yeah.
Because like the worst thing you could do as an artist is like, and we see this a lot is like it to not be yourself, to try to be someone else and still fail.
Yep.
You feel me?
Who do you
And
fall back on? Where do you
yeah.
where do you who do you turn to then?
And then the worst thing is when you see someone who is who you really are win
Yeah.
doing what you was doing, like who you
You
are.
you mean I could have just been me?
Yeah, it's like
That was good
it,
enough?
it was
Yeah.
like the what was it? Fucking Chris Rock joke where he's talking about Jermaine Dupri pulling Janet Jackson. You mean I had a
Yeah. I had a
chance?
shot. Yeah.
Like, what was
Yeah.
I doing?
Right. All this time I'm thinking you out of my league,
Yeah.
you know?
So, but
Yeah.
not like that's that. I think that kind of really just speaks volumes on like just your process. Just being able to like that. I feel like that so many people focus on just developing their lyrical ability and the artistic side, and they don't explore the development of the personal side.
Hmm.
And I feel like with what you're saying and how you put it, it's like that personal side
It makes all the
exploring that.
difference.
Yeah, it gave you the room
Yeah.
to really explore the artistic side without fear,
Yep.
and to be able to trust and like, yo, it's gonna come out how it comes out. It seemed like you would be the type of person who would have a membership. I don't, you know. But yeah, like so.
You
Here's the
know
thing.
what? Hold on, talk about everybody that's tapped into this. Cash App, Venmo, all of those, Protege Dip. We gonna get that membership today. By any means necessary.
Let's see. We got you. So right now you're working on a tape and an album.
Both are done.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like you are such an artist. It's like I'm just going, I'm finishing up 8 projects right
Yeah,
now. I'm
they
gonna go
both
ahead and
done.
knock out these 32 videos, and then I'm gonna drop it all at once.
Oh, keep so I can take the whole next year off focusing on that four.
Like what? All right, what is the method to this madness? Why calling me like I ain't on live? What is the method to this madness? Why do you have a full? How many tracks are on the tape, and how many tracks are on the album?
So I got 7 on the tape. I got at this point 11 on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of tracks. So all right. So
hmm
what
I wanted to do
differentiates the two?
14 on the tape.
So this is what I'm gonna ask you. What differentiates the projects? Like, what is it? What made one the tape and one the album? Like, is it the theme or is it like the business, like clearances on beats and that type of stuff? What made one and not the other?
I think it was just the way that the cohesiveness of the music flowed. The first tape tells a really good story of me, almost an introduction. And the second, the album is much deeper tracks, much more. I would say like it sounds like a real album. That's what the Nappy Head, that's what the Green that you've heard before. Like those are real album songs. So I wanted to keep that as something that wasn't just EP-ish, something that wasn't just I could throw away and people could vibe to. I want people to really take a listen to the album and all
Okay,
the way through not be able to even think about skipping.
got you. All right, so here's what I want to do. I really want to get into uh this jaunt off the project.
Yeah.
Literally named the
Yes, sir.
jaunt. Produced by DJ Payne One, Dream Life, engineered by TK. Got the mix. This is some exclusive shit. Straight
Yes,
to the Google
sir.
Drive. You ain't got
It ac-
access to this.
it actually dropped. It's dropping on 420. Everybody tune in at Protege Nip. You can go save, pre-save, all of that. It's coming out 420. It's for my 420 smokers.
All right, let's check it out.
Shout out to Style Speak.
I'm thankful to see another day, open up my eyes to sunrise, and I know I'm breathing. Hope it's not too much to ask, but I hope this thing between us will forever last. Amen. I'm blessed every single morning on the right side of the bed. Sparked by your flames, kisses rush into my head. Wake up, boy, you're gonna be late. Stop messing with that indica. She don't want you to be great, but you know that she my super freak. Put me straight to sleep, but she only wanna make a nigga eat. And honestly, I love her vibe. It's always a Makin chill kinda night when I'm with her. But oh, Miss Sativa, you're such a diva. I always give you TLC before I creep. I'll never leave you. I promise your love is potent. I hit it so strong. You always put a brother in the different ozone for so long. Hybrid, you the one that I hit that make me go and focus, achieve the goals that I set. I say all of this so all of you reminded that I cherish all the time with all that I get. I swear I get.
I like that look.
Okay, I said I used to be the front and I used to pass on you. Now I feel annoyance when a nigga asks for you. Never was out of selfish, but shit, I can't help it now. Can't explain it to those that haven't felt this high that you give me in the form of plenty options. Forever copping, the latest dropping. You better stop it, cause shit, I don't know how to resist. When a nigga over the edge, you always seem to clear my head. So many colors and different names. No matter how rough my day was, you always seem to take away the pains and my aches. So baby, there's no mistakes. You were meant for me and I was meant for you. So pardon me, I hope I'm not offending you. When I share all my friends with you, I only want to feel this feeling of living with no ceilings, being above the buildings. What a romantic day. You were sure worth the wait, my perfect escape. All I need is a light and some heat. All I need is a light and some heat. Just blaze one.
I could not. That's okay.
Shout out to DJ Pain One.
Fire.
I love them cuts.
And the engineer TK, of course.
TK got the mix. Put some respect on his name. The whole thing. TK got the mix.
You damn right. You damn right.
This for niggas who keep their stash in the jar.
All of that. All of that. And no need to stash stuff in the jar no more. Lionel, check it in, tap it in. #1 storage for marijuana cannabis in the world.
Are you sponsored?
It is actually a product invented by our own. So sponsored, yeah, but it's ours, 100%.
Okay.
So #1 storage cannabis in the world. There's nothing to store cannabis except for our product. So check it out. Yeah. On IG.
You should have said this like when you should have plugged this in earlier.
But it came right after the perfect song. The perfect segue.
I got you. You was already ready for that. He would have put on the merch and everything.
Yeah, Lionel, check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Got you. Yo, dope shit. Definitely. Fuck with the record. Definitely. Is that on the tape or the album?
That's on the tape.
That's on the tape.
Yep.
He's like, that's what you putting on the tape. Just imagine what he putting on the album.
You said it.
All right. So definitely make sure y'all tap in with the homie Protege. Where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at Protege Nip, PROTEGENIP. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle for Nipsey Hussle.
So when did you change your name?
So honestly, I never had a name. I never had one. Nothing just really stuck with me. It gotta make sense to me.
Right.
So listening to Hustle and Motivate. And then if you follow my trend, I make you my protege. And it just made sense to me because proteges are seekers of all knowledge. They want to know just about everything. They're learners, and I'll forever pride myself on being a learner. So, and come protege. And shout out to Nipsey.
Definitely appreciate you. Once again, this is Kelby Cannon, publisher, Makin It Magazine, founder of the membership, and you have been live with Makin It Mag and the homie Protege. Make sure you follow him on the gram at Protege Nip, and we out.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.